Welcome to GS Health, peeps, and today I'm going to be showing us how to upgrade the head unit on BMW 3 Series. This is 2006, 3 Series, sorry, 1 Series BMW 2006 and what I'm going to be doing is installing a Pioneer head unit singled in. So this is the head unit, this is the fascia. We'll be installing the DAB antenna and obviously all the wiring harness, aftermarket wiring harness that it requires for the aftermarket head unit to go in. So at the moment, this is the head unit. These cars have got a few different types. So this one is this type of head unit. Well, obviously this is already popped up, being popped off. That's how it normally sits. So basically we'll be pulling this head unit out, and due to these controls being in here and this button not being thingied, there's different variations of these head units. In some 1 Series you can install a doubled in, but you have to cut. I have got a video of that. I have got a video where I have installed doubled in head unit in 1 Series, but this is the one that you can't install doubled in. So you've got to go for singled in or flip out screen. Some E90s as well got the same problem. Sorry, E93s. But yes, so for the starters, I'm going to be upgrading this head unit, and then obviously I'm going to be upgrading the speakers as well on both doors. But that is going to be in a different video. If you want to see how to do that, you'll be able to find that video later on, well, further down somewhere in my channel. But basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set my camera up inside here, and we'll proceed removing the head unit out and head unit glove box out, because we need to get to the fuse box for extra wire that's there. I'll show you later on, but for now let's go and get this old crap out and start with an upgrade. Oh, for the starters, what we need to do to, I was thinking, why does this thing doesn't sit right? Because it's not actually in properly, but I'm gonna sort that out later because this has been removed previously. So right, so we need to break this out like that and disconnect 2 tabs on the bottom, and that's it. That's how the control comes out. You don't need that anymore, well, not for the time being. Then you've got posi, 2 down the bottom. And obviously you're gonna have to pry this plastic trim up from the casing like that. Pry this off because it's easier to pull the head unit up, and that's basically how you remove the factory head unit. And then you've got this connector there and another antenna, and that's your factory head unit is out. So then basically what I need to do is I'm gonna have to remove this top part because it's been refitted poorly, and it might have to be removed for the glove box removal as well, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going to remove it because I'm going to have to reinstall it in properly. Yeah. And by the look of it, yes, you're going to have to remove this piece anyways for the glove box removal. So what we'll do is we'll remove the glove box straight away as well. So we'll go on to the, I'll put this on this side so I can point that way. So on this side we've got the glove box all in there, and so basically there are 1, 2, 3, 4 T20s and then one posi on this side here. So I'm gonna undo them. So then need to remove this panel, probably not, but I'll still do it out. And then side panel here, need to pull that out. And then there is 2 more posi screws on the side here. So them are off. Then we have 2 T20s underneath. Pull that. Oh no, sorry, 3. There's one on the side here as well. Didn't see that one coming. So remove them, and then you can pull this bit of plastic off from there, and then don't forget to disconnect your light. That part comes out, and then you have 2 more T20s on the bottom underneath the plastic part. Like that. So now ideally this whole thing should come out, unless there is, oh, I think we need to remove this. We're gonna have to remove this vent because there's another screw under the vent, so you just get underneath there and just like kind of push it. It is tricky to get this one out every time. Right, so I'm gonna have to remove the outer casing. I'm gonna have to remove the outer casing off and try and get it out this way. It is a bit of a pain to get it out. Oh, you little bugger. So I'm gonna have to spray it from the side up, and yeah, from the side up is gonna be your best bet. So these are tricky to remove on all of these, even E90s and stuff like that. So, and if you do pop the top part like what I did just before, be aware, don't lose these fins. So, and then you have 2 more posies in here. My God, how many screws do you need to remove just to get this one glove box out? Jesus Christ. So now this should come out. Better wants to. What the hell? What the? What on earth is going on? What am I missing? What else am I missing? Yeah, just pull it down. There's somewhere else something. Is there more screws? Shouldn't be. So I better just in case I'm pulling it down, because it's already not going to go apart from this end. Oh yeah, just need to press it from there. My bad, sorry. What the? And then there's another puzzle, man. Freaking hell. So basically all the screws that you see on the side, underneath, they all need to be removed. Or is there something else? There is another one underneath. Under a metal bracket. Right, and now it eventually comes out. Thank God for that. And then remove the cables and all the stuff to go with it. You're gonna have to pop the light out from inside to remove the connector for that. So, and that's it. I've never done this one before, so I didn't really know. I've done these cars before, but not this specific model for this specific job. So in total I've removed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 screws. 16 screws are holding this glove box in place. Wow. Wow, that's all I can say. But I've eventually managed to get it up. So next bit is that I will have to be removing. We'll have to remove the air pillar as well because of the dab antenna install. So I'm going to remove that too. So air pillar. I hope it hasn't got 14 screws to come out. First of all, this airbag sign needs to pop out, and for that, so I'll rough using a tiny screwdriver like this, and just go from one corner gently and break that one off, because there is one T20 here holding this thing on the top, so that comes off, and then break the top off, and it all comes off like that. And obviously if you lose the clips like what I just did, just pick them back up and slide them back into place, and you'll be good to go. So right now I can actually start installing the now I can actually start installing the head. Right, so then you get, if you go to Dynamic Sounds to do really Dynamic Sounds or connect2.com, any of these are amazing companies to get all your aftermarket stuff what you need for your head unit upgrades, or just fascias or whatever. Any wiring business, it's all to Dynamic Sounds or connect.com. So this is your new fascia, which is gonna go in there like that, nice and neat. That's cool. Then you've got this wiring harness, obviously the antenna adapter. An adapter can go on straight away. That's that. Then what we have is we have the patch lead, which looks like that. That's for your steering controls to work. And then your main wiring harness, which is like that. And obviously then this part here, little bit plugs inside there. No, not inside there, inside here. Like that. And then your patch lead goes on top of there. And then obviously regarding to what sort of head unit you have, since it's a Pioneer, I only need this part there. So I'm going to be taping all this up nice and lovely, whatnot, and then installing that in. Another thing you might notice that this has got this big yellow wire, and you might be asking yourself, what is it for? So this wire is for permanent life, which you need to run to the glove box, to the fuse box in there in that corner. That's the reason why I removed this whole shebang and everything. I would have to remove it either way because I'm installing that burial. But if you're not, then you don't have to, but you still have to remove it for this one cable. And so basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape all this stuff up, and then we'll proceed with the head unit install and running all the cables where they have to go. So that's how my wiring is looking right now. Let's take this one out now. So this one plugs into here like that, and then this all can be hidden away inside there. Can be hidden away inside there, behind there, all there. And then I'm gonna run this cable, not at the moment, but I'm just gonna chuck it on this side so it's out of my way. Out of the way. Don't need that bit there anymore. Aerial will go on this side too. Like so. This is the controller. So now I've got this part. So the head unit. Oh, I'm gonna have to take apart the other side as well for the mic to be installed. Unless I might actually run it on top of here. We'll see. I'll have a look at it in a minute. So this wiring, plugs into here. This one plugs into there. And I'm gonna quickly tape this up here as well. The reason I didn't tape this up because this is how if you need to swap them around, if you lose your memory, then you swap red and yellow and stuff like that. So, but everything is at perfect length and all that sort of stuff. So when the head unit goes in, hopefully it'll just be nice and straight fit. So then we have the headunit itself. Which is the Pioneer DHS720 DAB. Because at the moment, if I plug it in, there is going to be nothing coming anywhere. So I just want to kind of make sure that it's gonna fit with all this new stuff being put in there. So give me a second. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, well, supposedly I can just do that, but I want to assemble it properly inside of the cage. Basically assemble the cage in there and then put it all in, because by the look of it I'm gonna have to cut off this little piece in there just for that extra clearance. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut that one off for the extra clearance, because I've got quite a lot of cables in here. Even though I know I can possibly hide this away and then push it in up there, I want to make sure that this definitely clears everything properly, and then all you do is you just basically push these pins out on there around to stop the headunit from popping out and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go get a multi-tool, cut that little thing off, and then we'll go from there. So that piece is out. Now I'm gonna put this away here and put this away here. Now let's see how well can I hide this big wire in the way behind there, because it is a bit bulky, and that's the only reason that I don't like. Yeah, that one went in. So then I can hide that away in there and bring it all out basically to here, and voila, I'm left with only this, and this, which is going to be nice and neat, because that little nipple was in the way. I couldn't really hide all these cables inside there, but now they've all gone down and you get more room, more clearance, and it is much nicer to work later on, because things are not getting in the way and stuff like that. I believe it's time to install that power wire in there, and hopefully I'm gonna try and bring it in so you can actually see what the heck am I doing.